Staying in Nigeria, Nigeria's Senate has confirmed the appointment of Olayemi Cardoso as the governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN. The Senate also confirmed the appointments of Usoro, Mohammed Abdullahi Dajito, and also Philip Ikweazo and Bala Bello as deputy governors of the state of the institution. Now, the Senate President Godswill Akpabio announced confirmation of Olayemi Cardoso and the deputy governors of the CBN after they were cleared by voice vote by senators at the plenary. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu had nominated them for the position on the 5th of September, pending the confirmation of the Senate. Now, joining me to discuss this is lecturer and management consultant at the Department of Business Administration at the University of Lagos, Kenneth Ikenwa. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Dapo, for having me on once again.
All right, let's get straight to it. The Senate, of course, yesterday confirmed the appointment of Olayemi Cardoso as the governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria. Now, based on his track records, would you describe his appointment as a round peg in a round hole or otherwise?
Well, permit me to congratulate Dr. Yemi Cardoso on his confirmation and his antecedents, the track records, and his academic trajectory definitely shows that this is a round peg in a round hole, but it goes beyond just having the right person and right people in place. We have to transit from that to start looking at the necessary policies that are needed to jumpstart the economy from where it is right now, and also start developing new plans that will actually fix the Nigerian economic problems.
Now let's talk about, of course, the economic realities.
Within the shortest possible time, this juncture.
Okay. I was just about to ask that looking at all of his academic credentials and, of course, experience and the current economic realities a lot of Nigerians are facing, what would you say are the pressing issues for the new governor?
Okay, the pressing issues are multifaceted challenges that the new CBN governor would have to combat and face head on, are already cast in an acronym I'll call TIME. One is to handle the issues that bother on taxation. There's a lot of multiple taxation that is frustrating businesses in Nigeria and also frustrating investment, both foreign direct investment and foreign portfolio investment into Nigeria. Now, we also have to look at problems that have to do with inflation, and then look at monetary policies that seem to have, this tendency to somersault over time. And lastly, we have to look at how we can fight the hydra-headed monster called exchange rate volatility that seems to be permeating in negative leaps and bounds every aspect of the Nigerian economy. So these problems are cast in the acronym TIME, and I hope that the new central bank governor will take no time in looking at these issues and jump-starting the economy again.
Talking about some of the, real issues that the economy is facing, depreciating, of course, exchange rate, and of course, we also know of the inflation and all of that, the backlog of foreign exchange obligations and all. How would you practically, suggest that the new CBN governor goes about resolving these particular issues without creating new monsters?
Well, to a very great extent, it would look as though most of the policies that are formulated at the macroeconomic level, for the microeconomic level, seem to usually have political undertones. So my singular advice to the new governor is to first remove every ambit of politics about what policies should be formulated and who gets to benefit, and ensure that what we call Pareto optimality and social efficiency becomes the backbone around which all policies are formulated. Now we move away from that to ensuring and to advising him to promote people-centered policies and policies that educated policies and that you carry along the people and educate the people on how those policies will affect their lives and the benefits. It needs to be a paradigm shift with respect to how we, formulate this policy anchored on benefit and social efficiency now in the short term.
All right, Kenneth, if you can hear me, just before I let you go, a bit of a digression here. I don't know if you saw a viral video make the rounds about yesterday or day before yesterday, where we saw the president of Nigeria, walking through a crowd, and someone kept shouting and saying the commoditization of, will I call it the economy or exchange, saying that Nigeria can actually, use, will I call it agricultural products. He even said cassava. I mean, this has generated a lot of reaction. What's your take on it? All right, I understand that we have lost Kenneth there. I would have loved to, of course, hear his expert opinion on it. Kenneth, I understand you're back. Are you there?
Thank you. I'm back.
Okay, great.
Yeah, so I was saying that we have policies that are people-centered, policies that attain Pareto optimality, and that promote social efficiency, so that we can begin to have policies that have marginal social benefits much more than they cost the entire 200 million Nigerian people marginal social cost. And I'm sure with his antecedents and track record, he should be capable of ensuring that for the Nigerian people and the Nigerian economy. And the time to start is now.
All right, Kenneth, just a bit of digression. I don't know if you saw a viral video yesterday on social media where the president of Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, was actually walking, past the crowd, and someone kept shouting that the economy should be commoditized, for want of words, saying that Nigeria can actually, use, will I call it agricultural products as a means of exchange. He specifically mentioned cassava. What's your take on this particular, will I call it, idea now?
All right, to be honest, I haven't seen that video, so you've done me the privilege of informing me about that. I would research and fish it out and see what the contents actually are. But speaking to the subject matter of the clarion call to commoditize the economy,
that's the word,
I think it is coming at the right time, because if you actually want to jumpstart an economy in the nature that Nigeria actually has, you need to go back to what will actually have comparative advantage in, and that will be investing in agriculture and transferring the proceeds that we get from agriculture into the manufacturing sector, so that we can begin to become a proper export-led economy. So I think that rather primary economic model would work for us in the short term. And we have the population, we have the arable land, we have the intellectual and human capital to achieve that. And I hope that the government will actually put its mouth where the money actually is. And that is going local or going global.
I, of course, love that one. But thank you so much for your time, Kenneth Ikenwa. And of course, we hope to see you some other time. Thank you once again.